name is Joaquin Castro, and I proudly represent the great city of San Antonio, Texas, in the United States Congress, and I have a delegation of several other members of Congress here with me today. Hello, we wanted to come here with some administration is trying to respect international law and United States law. As you all know, there are still many folks under Title 42 that are being summarily expelled. Unaccompanied minors like the ones we saw today are not. They are being processed and their asylum claims are being considered. I think all of us would agree that the pictures that we've seen at the CBP facilities, as they've often been now and in the past, are horrendous, and that nobody should be kept in those conditions. Those are awful conditions. That even these facilities that have better conditions than the CBP processing centers are not the places for kids. That kids should be moved quickly along to their family sponsors. So we were here today to check on the status of the children. We had a chance to have conversations with them. There are folks that were from Guatemala, Nicaragua, El Salvador, many of the places in Central America. They told us a little bit about their journeys and about their lives. Most of them have family members here that they're trying to get to while they have their asylum claims processed. We also had very good discussions with the leadership of this facility, ECFS out of San Antonio, about practical recommendations for the Biden administration to speed up the process by which asylum claims are considered, so that people don't have to wait either in these facilities, but most certainly in the CBP facilities. We've seen pictures of again recently. And so we're here today to find solutions. We're here today to go back to Washington and offer recommendations for how this process can be improved, how the asylum process can be improved, and people's human rights can be respected. And so we came away today with the feeling that we have something to share with the administration. The administration also visited here a few weeks ago. There have been other delegations, both Republican and Democrat, that have come through here. But most of all, our focus is on a solution to this issue. We're glad to see that the administration, the Biden administration, is building up the capacity to handle the kids who have presented themselves for asylum. You all have probably heard that there's going to be at least one facility, if not two facilities in San Antonio. Also a facility at the Dallas Convention Center, and another one in California, San Diego, perhaps another place. But again, the ultimate goal is to get kids into the safest place, which is the family sponsors, so that they can have their asylum claims.
Well, can you tell us, one, what were some of the specific things that they asked for, that they said they needed? You mentioned that very early in the news conference.
Yeah,
the recommendations. And second, can you tell us what the public should take from the fact that you, as all Democrats, are here and Republican senators are over there, and there's this big issue that has to be addressed?
Well, look, we want to find solutions to this situation, and we want to figure out how this system can work better so that it's more humane, more respectful of people's dignity, and ultimately achieves its goal, which is to give people their day in court to be considered for asylum. Not everybody who petitions for asylum is going to be allowed to stay in the United States. That's a fact. But these folks should have their day in court. That's what they're asking for. And we should treat them humanely in the meantime. And so with respect to some of the recommendations, for example, there was a recommendation on how the federal government could keep people in places other than the processing center, so that they would still be identified for who they are when they present themselves at the border, but they wouldn't be kept in those cramped facilities. And then you could process them more quickly by mobilizing the federal agencies to one location to do that, because we're talking about thousands of people right now. Yeah, there were also recommendations about the work hours for folks who are working on these kinds of cases. In the past, people's work time was not utilized in the way that perhaps the best way that it could have been. And so we got a list of specific recommendations. Those were also passed along, many of them to the administration a few weeks ago. But I'm glad that we were also informed of them so that we can go back and press the administration and work on those things as well.
So are you saying the Republicans don't want humanity, or what should people that are seeing these two different things go on, and do we get anything from this as a public? Is this just theater? I mean, I don't know how many of you all have been here before or been on the border before.
No, I mean, look, we come to these facilities to figure out what's going on and figure out how we can make things better. And that requires not just our efforts, but other members of Congress and the administration and local officials and nonprofits. And so it's a big process to do that. And it takes a lot of work, not just from the members of Congress, but also from staff here as well. And so we're here in earnest. I can't speak to, I know Senator Gordon and Carrizo, I think, in Rio Grande Valley today. I don't know whether they've done their event or not. I don't know what they're doing.
Have you ever invited Republicans? Did you invite any Republicans to come with
yeah,
us?
I mean, in fact, I think on Twitter, before we did this trip, I said any member of Congress who's interested in attending, to reach out to the office. I've done that before on the other trips that I've done. And we've actually had, on occasion, in the past, not this time, but we've actually had members of Congress that have been part of things that hotels that I've been on.
Yeah, well, any 7 members of